Deserts. What is a desert? The driest places in the world are deserts. Deserts are dry lands where very little rain falls and where few plants can grow. Scientists usually say that an area is a desert if an average of less than 250 millimeters of rain falls each year. More than 1/7 of the land on Earth is taken up by deserts. Kinds of desert. There are two kinds of desert: very cold deserts, found in the Arctic and Antarctic regions at the North and South Poles. The ground is covered with ice and snow for all or most of the year. Hot deserts. Mostly sunny and very dry, although they can be very cold at night. The map shows where the great hot deserts of the world are found. Desert scenery. Many people think of hot deserts as being sandy, with the sand blown into hilly dunes by the wind, but in most hot deserts, the wind has blown the sand away, leaving pebbles or even bare rock. Shallow lakes form in some deserts after rain, when the water evaporates. Only a flat layer of salt is left, elsewhere there are mountains and steep rocky slopes. Some of these have been carved into interesting shapes by the wind. These dunes are in the world's largest hot desert, the Sahara Desert in North Africa. Desert plants. The few plants that are able to survive in the desert have to adapt to the dry conditions. Some desert plants have long roots to reach water deep underground. The roots of the acacia tree of Africa may go down 30 meters or more to reach water, while the mesquite bush of North America sends its roots down to a depth of 50 meters. Desert animals. Few animals live in the desert. Those that can survive get the water they need from their food. Most of them sleep during the day and come out only at night when it is cooler. The best-known desert animal is the camel. A camel can go a long time without drinking water. It can lose about 1/3 of the weight of its body and still live then. When the camel does find water, it can drink 115 liters or more in a few minutes. Activities. 1. In the Sahara Desert in summer, temperatures of 58 degrees Celsius in the shade have been recorded. Measure the differences between the temperatures in the sunshine and in the shade on a hot day. Record your results. 2a. If you were going to travel to the Sahara Desert, list the things you would take with you. Arrange your list in order of importance. B. What problems would you meet in the desert? How would you cope with them? 3. Make an illustrated book or class display on plant and animal life in deserts. Use reference books or the internet to help you. Desert peoples in most parts of the world, there is a lot of water under the ground. This is known as groundwater. Each time it rains, some of the water seeps down into the ground where it fills all the cracks and openings in the rocks below. Often it is possible to dig a well to reach this water. Desert oases in deserts. Most of the water from rain is lost. It either runs off the hard, dry surface or evaporates into the air. A little of it soaks into the ground where it may eventually join underground rivers and streams. Some of these rivers and streams bring water from mountains hundreds of kilometers away, where there is heavy rainfall or snow in a few places. Water from these underground rivers or streams flows to the surface of the desert. The water forms a spring or waterhole, making the land fertile so plants can grow. This is called an oasis. A river flowing through a desert may have long oases along its banks. These nomadic Bedouins are in the Syrian desert. The Bedouin have no fixed homes. Instead, they live in tents made from goat or camel skins to protect themselves from the heat, cold and wind-blown sand. They wear long flowing robes. In this oasis in the Sahara Desert, people are able to grow crops by inundating them with water pumped from a well. Oasis peoples, towns and villages are built around oases and waterholes in the desert. The people who live in an oasis village make use of every bit of fertile land. In the oases of the Sahara Desert, for example, the people grow food plants such as vegetables, dates, figs, olives, and apricots. They keep cattle, sheep and goats for their meat and milk. Nomadic peoples, people who live in oases, are not the only people who live in the desert. Wanderers or nomads also lie there. Some of the Bedouin of the Sahara and Arabian deserts are nomads. They travel from one oasis to another, driving their herds of sheep and goats in front of them. The sheep and goats feed on the scattered desert plants because it is so hot during the day. The Bedouin often travel at night when it is cool and rest during the daytime. Much of the time, the Bedouin live mainly on camels, milk, cheese and dates. They visit oases to exchange meat, skins and handicrafts for tea, dates, rice and other foods. They also let their camels drink water there. Deserts in Asia are also nomads. The nomadic Mongols are herdsmen, keeping horses, cattle, goats and camels. They ride short-legged, long-haired horses when they round up or drive their herds of animals. Today, many of the Bedouin and Mongol peoples have been encouraged to change to a more settled existence. This is partly because governments find it difficult to control people when they travel around, crossing from one country to another. This Mongol encampment is in the Gobi Desert in Asia. The round tents are called gersh. They are made from thick felt stretched over a wooden frame. Activities. Nomads do not build permanent homes. Why do you think this is 2A? What kinds of clothes do people wear in the desert? B. What colors are they? C. What materials are the clothes made from? Draw pictures of the different kinds of clothes people wear. 3. Use reference books or the internet to find out about the kinds of homes people have in desert areas. What are the homes made of? B. Why are so many houses in desert areas painted white? C. Why do they often have thick walls and small windows? 4. Collect pictures of the different kinds of desert house and make a class display of them.